Buckeyes will kick it away to start. Coming out with it, it's Lawrence. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Illinois' offense will get first crack at it here. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Oh, they're after him! Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Grabbed in the middle. It's Grove. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO flick. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew that he had the slant throw right in behind him.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Now on the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So Ohio State's offense will go to work for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll give it to him again. Past the first down marker and still running. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Oh, he's got some space. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
And the Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lawrence. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Open space at the 25. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
what an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great...
Oh, out of space. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Motion from the back. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He caught it! That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to pass their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Illini!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with teammates.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Trying to beat him to the left. Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you...
Intercepted for the 11th time. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
To the air, it's Dyer. Fires to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Zings it complete to the right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This rivalry more than a century old, with the Buckeyes dominating most of the time, guys.
Just think about that. All this time, these Ohio State and Illinois fans have been talking about and looking forward to this rivalry. To your point, absolutely. Ohio State, more often than not, has been on the winning side of it. And Illinois now, David, they're going to be trying to create a little new trend here.
Yeah, try to get some mojo. Try to get some momentum on their side. Try to change this rivalry. Listen, it starts one at a time, right? Like the old coaches speak, we got to throw out those records from 100 years ago. They don't matter. Let's dominate today.
Tries to serve the hit on the sneak. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Illinois moving it quickly down the field. To the air, it's Dyer. Unloads it left. He's got it. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That defensive front just flat whipped him as they knock him down for a big loss. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Wyoming needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Laramie behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UNLV. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football.
There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
The throw. Makes the grab. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's McMillan. Quickly complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period. It's Illinois with the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Now they'll run it on the toss. The trophy that the Buckeyes and Illini play for, the Illibuck, guys, is a giant wooden turtle.
Imagine that, man. You're having to put your trophies in a water tank and feed it. It's probably the only trophy that ever had that ability. It's incredible. It was nurtured. Maybe a little bit different story now, David, but that is pretty cool history, Reese.
Yeah, and I guess you really only need one turtle every 100 years, so the trophy's not expensive. I guess you just got to take care of it, and every year you pass a live living animal. That's why they changed it.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the grab on the left. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but to put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they'll have to settle for a still down by a field goal.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but Dave, you've got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are put.
Breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. Hand off from the shotgun. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll go right back to the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And a nice crisp run, great job. Maybe expecting pass, you know, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the 1st down.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Finds a little space. Quick step and go. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Dyer. Here's the pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, he's got some space. Defense has it, they're on the move. 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he wants it all. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Makes the catch. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The number one key for this defense coming into this game was finding a way to stop this quarterback from running the football. And guys, they have not done a good job of that early in this game. He has been able to get out of the pocket, whether it's been designed runs or scrambles like on what we just saw. The defense has got to start changing it up. They need to spy him more, I think, moving forward.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Knocked down at the 22. That's a first down. They can still stop the clock. The Illini started this drive deep in their own end, but now starting to generate some momentum. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Illibuck is on the line, and already Ohio State and Illinois have given us some stirring moments. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Ohio State and Illinois plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Third quarter quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back.
Turning it on! Ripping through the defense. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for the...
Lofts one high and deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fakes to grab. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Using his feet to buy time. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
It's really hard on a defense to drop back and know it's pass. And then a quarterback like that, he just has the ability to pull it back.
Sneaks it in. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Pressure coming. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. And they finally get him down, but not before he's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Wide open downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Off the RPO, complete. Touchdown, Illinois! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. Buckeyes starting to pull away from this one, and Illinois is in trouble.
First of all, we all know Ohio State's the more talented team. Every time they play, Illinois knows that going into. They need things to go right. Not everything going right in this rivalry game. The wheels are starting to come off on them.
Yeah, you're right, David. In this game, this is really Illinois' national championship. Ohio State's expected to win, but you're never sure what their headspace is going to be coming into it. They came in here locked and loaded and focused, and they're showing it here in the second half.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Gives it to the back on the draw. Breaks into the open. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The running back made the catch, but that was only part of the equation. He was out of bounds. It's incomplete. 3rd down.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Dyer. It's complete to the left. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Quickly to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him.
Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They'll send the back in motion. On the move. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got...
A lot of room to the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. Man, they're taking advantage right now.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt it.
Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the punishment has been extended. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And he added the extra point.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
Looking for blockers. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think we can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. He's taking the shot. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Looking to pass. It's Dyer. Quick strike complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it. And
it's a fumble. Scoops it up, still a live ball. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down and came up a little short. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. To the 10. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the 1st down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
On 2nd and goal, he carries again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. They get to him as he throws. At the 45, on his way. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably wouldn't quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
To throw, it's Dyer. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Touchdown, finding Illini. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Hardly unusual. It is a trophy that many aren't even aware exists, but Ohio State will once again take home the 2nd oldest trophy in the Big Ten, the Yellow Buck. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.